So the Honor Magic V5 was my favourite flexible phone of 2025, with the wee asterisk that you could actually buy in Europe. And now it's been succeeded by the Honor Magic V6, boasting a handful of handy upgrades, including an even more ridiculous battery. So let's have a smashing unbox and see what it's all about. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Whoa, 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 Magic V6. Let's hope it doesn't suck dicks. So besides the phone itself and the USB charging cable, all you get bunged in that box really is this protective cover, which to be fair, looks rather snazzy. The trim matches the colour of your chosen model. Got this lovely soft touch velvety finish. That stretches all the way around to the edge as well. Doesn't add too much extra chunk to a deliciously slender smartphone. And I do rather like that pop-out ring stand as well. Although, as far as my knackered old brain can work out, it's basically made redundant by the fact this is a foldable phone and can prop itself up. Although, hey, it does also work rather splendidly as a bit of finger shelf action, so cannot complain. Now you can grab yourself an Honor Magic V6 in a choice of 4 different colours. I've got the gold model, but you can also snaffle it in white, black or red. Now once again, it's the white model that is slightly slimmer than its siblings. It's just 8.75mm thick when folded up. And that's a Mosquito's man sausage thinner than last year's model, which was 8.8mm. However, this gold model and the other colour variants, once again 9mm when folded up, so only a termite's todger thicker than that white model. And just ever so slightly thicker than Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7, but there's basically bugger all in it. And of course these measurements do not include the whopping great camera bump, obviously, which adds on a serious extra bit of chunk and again quite happily doubles as a finger shelf even without that case. And the Honor Magic V6 weighs about the same as the old Magic V5, approximately 220 grams, again depending on which model you get. So not too shabby at all for a book style foldable. It's actually about the same thickness and even lighter than the iPhone 17 Pro Max. You got an upgraded nano crystal shield display slapped on that front end, now apparently tougher than ever. Drop resistant as well as scratch resistant, apparently just as well because there's a bugger all screen protector. And the gold model of Magic V6 features a fancy pants multi-layered composite finish. It looks textured in photos, but in reality it is incredibly smooth. So bugger all grip, but looks rather smart, depending on your feelings towards gold obviously. At least it's not Trump phone gold, that's for sure. But the back end does change depending on the colour you go for. So for instance, the red model apparently sports a soft touch textured rear, if you want something that's a wee bit more pleasing to the palm and does add that grip. But at least this gold arse does seem resistant to greasy, grimy muck. And as well as full water resistance like the previous generation, the Honor Magic V6 is now more dust resistant, so it's IP68 and 69 rated, which for a foldable is bloody nuts. Now the front end of the Honor Magic V6 is filled by a slightly larger than before 6.52 inch OLED display. It's reasonably crispy, 2420 by 1080 pixels. And similar to Samsung's Galaxy Ultra smartphones, you've got an anti-reflective coating, which as you can see there, doing a real number on the studio lights here, really dampening down that glare. And all the other specs you would expect from a premium foldable like this. It's LTPO tech, peaking at 120 Hz. You've also got 4320 Hz PWM dimming, if you are sensitive to OLED flicker. And then if we prise this beast open, inside is lurking what appears to be basically the same display as the previous generation. It's another 7.95 incher. And again, like that front display, pleasingly skinny bezels. It's a 2352 by 2172 pixel resolution once again, so despite the sheer size, everything remains finely detailed. And while the crease was pretty impressive on the old Honor Magic V5, it seems to be even more subtle perhaps here on the Magic V6. Certainly head on you can see bugger all as usual, but even when you tilt it away from your face, only the merest of bumps there. And you can only feel a very narrow ridge when you run your finger over it. Of course, as usual with these book-style foldables, you do have a shiny, glossy screen protector smothered on that internal display. This does get rather grubby once you start to finger and poke it. but thankfully none of that appears to be obvious when the screen is actually switched on. And you basically got the same tech on this internal panel as the external screen, so it's once again LTPO tech, maxing out at 120Hz, you got that PWM dimming, yada yada. And you got a pair of stereo speakers slapped on here, which from a cursory listen seem pretty decent. Certainly loud enough for enjoying a bit of your Netflix, your YouTube or whatever, if not the beefiest or the bassiest. Now you can unlock the Honor Magic V6 using the edge-mounted fingerprint sensor, which seems to do the trick nicely. You've also got face unlock, of course, and then once you're in there, got a bit of MagicOS version 10. Absolutely packed to the nipples with all of the usual obligatory AI shenanigans, of course. The experience is fully customizable. You can have that dock permanently stuck away at the bottom, or you can have it hidden away when not in use, and you can flip between a variety of apps like so. A lot of these foldables seem to be taking inspiration from the likes of OPPO and OnePlus with that ColorOS, OxygenOS multi-app setup. And Honor has stuffed a generous 512 gigs of storage into the Magic V6, so it didn't even have to stress about installing Wuthering Waves. Now speaking of which, that should run absolutely fine here on the Honor Magic V6 because it's powered by that Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. And it is registering in the specs here as an octa-core chipset rather than a stripped back 7-core version for foldables. So it certainly looks like they've gone for the proper full Billy Big Bollocks model. And sadly, can't do any testing on it with a bit of Wuthering Waves, etc. just yet, as this is just an early unboxing video. All that shenanigans is embargoed until a later date when the Honor Magic V6 is actually released. You'll also have to wait for that full review to see how the battery life fares on the Honor Magic V6, but I am hopelessly optimistic given that the silicon carbon tech has been boosted to 6,660 mAh now. And that is a sizable boost over even the Magic V5, which has a sort of 5,800-ish mAh battery, and a massive leap over the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 with its 4,400 mAh battery. Proper piddly effort all around. Yeah, the Honor Magic V5 kept me going happily all day long, so the Honor Magic V6 should satisfy even the most demanding of users, even with plenty of multitasking shenanigans and a good bit of gaming. And when you do need to give the Magic V6 a top up, well, the charging has also been upgraded to compensate for the larger battery, so you now got 80 watt wide charging and 66 watt wireless charging support. And then let's quickly finish up this smashing wee Honor Magic V6 unboxing with a squint at the old camera tech. You got yourself a 50 megapixel primary shooter on here, which of course you can use for your selfie shenanigans using the cover screen preview feature. Or you can get a wee animation on the go if you're trying to attract the attention of some annoying children or something. And you've also got yourself a 64 megapixel telephoto shooter with 3x optical zoom and a final 50 meg ultra wide angle snapper. And then tucked away on the internal and the external screen, you've got a pair of 20 megapixel selfie shooters, which you can use for video chat shenanigans or whatever else. And of course, you've got the usual variety of different camera modes, including a full-on dedicated Pro mode, which can capture in RAW, as well as JPEG and JPEG large. A few other wee bits there as well. And if you swap to the video mode, you can boost the resolution up to 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second. And there you have it, my lovelies. That in a tasty wee nutshell is just a swift wee tour of the fresh new Honor Magic V6, which hopefully should be coming to the UK soon. Don't have a specific date just yet, certainly not at the time I shot this video, but it sounds like it'll be closer to sort of summertime. So we do have a wee wait on our hands, sadly, but what do you reckon? Is it going to be worth the wait? Certainly a solid set of specs, gorgeous design, as always, impressively thin, and yet still a proper beefcake with battery life that'll hopefully last you all day long, even if you're properly mothering the thing. And of course, we do have the OPPO Find N6 launch in mid-March, which should be a massive rival. But anyway, it'd be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. And have yourselves a ruddy, wonderful rest of the week. Cheers, everybody. I love you all.